a timeline of notable sound trademarks in the United States and globally, illustrates the evolution of sound as a brand identifier. Here's a brief history. 1. Early beginnings, 1920s, 1930s 1922, the NBC chimes, 3 notes, GEC, are among the first recognizable sound trademarks. These chimes, created by the National Broadcasting Company, NBC, became a symbol of the brand, especially in radio broadcasts. 1930s. The concept of sound branding begins to gain traction in radio advertising, but sound trademarks were not formally recognized by law at this time. 2. Establishing legal precedent, 1950s, 1970s 1950s, companies start using jingle-style sounds as part of their advertising strategies. While these are not yet official trademarks, they paved the way for sound's use in branding. 1970s. Sound becomes more prominent in branding with jingles used in commercials by large companies, though trademarks still focus primarily on visual logos. 3. Formal recognition, 1980s, 1990s 1980s, the United States Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO, begins granting sound trademarks, recognizing them as intellectual property. This is a major shift in trademark law. 1990, the Intel chime, Intel Inside jingle, becomes one of the first sound marks officially registered with the USPTO in 1990, setting a precedent for future sound marks. 1992, the MGM lion's roar, the sound of a roaring lion used in its logo, is recognized as a trademark. 4. Expansion and recognition, 2000s, 2010s 2000s, the use of sound marks spreads, especially in technology and media sectors. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, and Coca-Cola use unique sounds in their branding. For example, Apple's startup chime and Coca-Cola's distinctive hiss sound when opening a bottle. 2004, Yahoo's yodel sound, the Y. Yodel, is recognized as a trademark. 2010, NBC's chimes were officially recognized as a registered trademark in their modern context. 5. Recent trends, 2010s, present 2010s, sound marks become more diverse and creative, extending beyond the traditional jingles and into complex, short soundscapes used in mobile apps, gaming, and virtual assistants, for example, the Siri sound from Apple or the Alexa sound from Amazon. 2018. The Louboutin Red Sole sound, a distinct click from the high heels of Christian Louboutin shoes, is granted trademark protection. 2020s, more brands, particularly in digital and tech sectors, seek to register sounds as part of their brand identity. The legal process for sound marks becomes more defined, and the use of these sounds has grown in global markets. Sound trademarks continue to evolve with advancements in technology, from smart devices to online media, making this dynamic field for brand recognition. For many, here is a list of notable sound trademarks, which have become iconic and are closely associated with their respective brands. 1. NBC chimes, GEC owner, NBC, National Broadcasting Company first used, 1920s description, a distinctive 3-note chime, GEC, that NBC has used as a signature for its broadcasting network. It is one of the first recognized sound trademarks. 2. Intel Inside chime owner, Intel Corporation first used, 1990 description, a simple 4-note melody used in Intel's advertising to signify that the product contains Intel technology. It was one of the first sound marks officially registered with the USPTO. 3. MGM Lion Roar owner, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, MGM first used, 1928 description, the iconic sound of a lion roaring used in MGM's opening logo. It has become synonymous with the Hollywood film studio. 4. Apple chime, Mac startup sound owner, Apple Incorporated. First used, 1984, Macintosh computer launch description, a chime heard when starting up a Mac computer. It became one of Apple's most recognized sounds, symbolizing its brand and product experience. 5. Coca-Cola bottling sound owner, the Coca-Cola Company first used, 1920s description, that distinctive hiss sound made when opening a Coca-Cola bottle. representing refreshment and the brand's image. 6. Yahoo! Yodel owner, Yahoo! Incorporated. First used, 1995. Description: a signature Yodel, Yodel, used in Yahoo's marketing and advertisements, often heard during television commercials. 7. Windows startup sound owner, Microsoft. First used, 1995. Windows 95 launch. Description: a series of musical tones heard when starting a Windows computer. The sound was composed by Brian Eno and became a recognizable part of the Windows experience. 8. NBC Universal's 2015 sound logo owner, NBC Universal. First used, 2015. Description: a modern variation of NBC's chimes. This new sound logo has become a signature of NBC Universal's brand identity in the digital age. 9. Louboutin high heel click owner, Christian Louboutin. First used, 2018. Description: that distinct click-clack sound made by Christian Louboutin's high-heeled shoes is trademarked, symbolizing luxury and fashion. 10. Amazon Alexa start sound owner, Amazon. First used, 2014. Description: the short, melodic sound made by Amazon's Alexa virtual assistant when it is activated or responds. 11. Netflix Ta-Dum sound owner, Netflix. First used, 2015. Description: the Ta-Dum sound, a signature sound heard before Netflix content begins, signaling the start of a new experience and now an iconic part of the brand's identity. 12. McDonald's I'm Lovin' It jingle owner, McDonald's Corporation. First used, 2003. Description: while primarily a musical jingle, McDonald's I'm Lovin' It has become a recognizable sonic trademark, representing the fast food giant globally. 13. The sound of the ESPN Sports Center Bum Bum owner, ESPN. First used, 1990s. Description: the Bum Bum sound used as a signature musical cue to signal key transitions and sports highlights, especially associated with the ESPN Sports Center. 14. 20th Century Fox fanfare owner, 20th Century Fox, now part of Disney. First used, 1933. Description: a dramatic fanfare that accompanies the logo before the start of films produced by 20th Century Fox, becoming one of the most iconic film sound trademarks. 15. T-Mobile's T-Power sound owner, T-Mobile. First used, 2012. Description: the signature sound heard in T-Mobile's advertisements and when initiating the phone's startup or network interaction. These sounds have become essential components of their brand's identities, recognized instantly by consumers and often evoking specific emotional responses or memories associated with the brand. For many,